Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Optimizer. I am Rajat and today we are going to discuss about Singleton Pattern. So this is again a creational design pattern. So what is Singleton Pattern? From the name you can see we are making something single. So basically what we do, since we are discussing about creation design pattern, obviously the single thing would be object. So what we do is basically we create a single object of a class, and we whenever like someone asks for an object for that class basically or tries to create one, we just provide the one which is already created. So why this is useful? It is useful in cases when you want to basically limit or control the access on the shared resources. Then in that case this is useful. So consider the case like you are uploading something to, you had written a code to upload something to S3. Now there is a file basically configuration you have maintained where you are creating connection uh, to S3. So if you don't limit that, basically if you don't use singleton pattern there, you'll end up creating so many connections that your resources would be exhausted. So in those cases, like basically in such cases only, we use singleton pattern. So there are other, like if you'll work with any system, then you'll see there's a thousand application of singleton pattern. It is very common. So coming to basically what I'll show you like what we are going to do. So basically there are three main parts of singleton pattern. First of all, you have to create a static method for getting object. So why this is useful? Suppose now from somewhere you want to, there's this class A. Okay, from somewhere you want to get the object of class A. So first, before jumping to the second would be constructor would be private. Since sorry, just a second. Hmm. So we want to basically limit the users to access this, basically create the object of this class. So what we have done here is, so suppose you want to access from some other class, you want to create an object of a class. So till now you were doing new class A. Okay, so you usually used to call the constructor, but now in that case we have made the constructor private, so you no longer would be able to do that. So for that purpose basically we have to make the make a static method which will basically going to provide an instance of this class. So basically now you are going to access that method as class A dot get instance. Let's say we have created get instant method as a static for a class. So now this function basically give you the object of this class. Okay, so these are the two things which we have to keep in mind. So there could be now there are different strategies like or how you want to create that object. Okay, lazy initialization is one. Mostly you will see this only, lazy initialization, like whenever you want to use it then only you will create the object of it. There is other way also, whenever you are starting a service you can create the object of it, but in singleton we usually go with lazy initialization. Then for thread safe, to make it thread safe, basically we use a synchronized block over it, over inside get instance function, where we are doing this new object or something of that type. Okay, now jumping to what the structure looks like for this. Okay, so it's a simple basically there is an instant field would be there in the singleton class, and then get instance function would be there. If instance is equals to null, then initialize and return me that. So we'll jump into coding part of it. So this is the simple thing. First of all, okay, so what we have done is basically declared a static variable, created a uh, static instance, basically this payment gateway instance. Default initially it is null. Now what we have done is payment gateway, we have made this constructor private. Okay, here what we have done now, this is the main function. What it is doing, it is the get instance function. What it is doing, There is a static function which is checking like if the instance is equals to null, this instance, this field is null, then in that case create a new payment gateway and return in the response. And in the main function we would be doing nothing, just calling this get instance function, this, then this. Okay. Now by the way, for comparing two objects, basically we do equal operator. Now it will basically compare the hash of those two objects. Okay. uh, okay, we'll first run it. And, okay, I got, and are the instance same? Yes, true. Now coming to the second part, is this thread safe so far? What do you think? No, it is not. Why? Cause consider the fact like two threads access the same function at the same time, then we'll end up overriding this instance. So we would end up creating multiple objects, basically just overriding this field, right? To save that, I think there's this implementation you will see more often. What is the payment gateway dot class if instance equals to null, then do this. Now we had made it thread safe. So what we have done is basically checking if instance equals to null. Yes. Then in that case we are just blocking this with the synchronized. Now every thread will go to this synchronized block and other will wait. Once one thread go inside this block, it will initialize. Now again it is checking. So suppose two threads somehow two threads basically were waiting here, thread 2. Now suppose one thread went inside, it checks for null, okay, not null, then it will basically update that. Then thread 2 comes. First of all, that initial level check is there, but we have to make a check here also. Cause when thread 2 go inside, now it will check, okay, instance is already created by thread 1. So it will just get it and provide it in the response. It will do nothing. So that's how we can make it thread safe. Now moving to basically Golang part of it. So again it is simple only. So in Golang, if you want to make something private, you have to keep that in lowercase. And this is sing dot once. Make sure like we only initialize anything by just so we only run a piece of code uh, just once. So this sing dot once, make sure about it. You can read more about it. So what we are doing in the get instance, we are just doing once.do. It will mark it to false, then post once this block is executed, then this just printing the response result. Sorry. So what we are doing are both same. Again, for comparing object, we are using this operator. Just run go run main.go. Okay, and yes, it is true. So that's all from this class. I think you got the main idea, like what is singleton pattern, and there are many use cases we are going to see in industry regarding. So so that's it from this class. I hope you got some idea. If you have any again still have any question or any doubt, you can comment in the comment section below. And thank you all. Thank you for joining.